Hello, everyone, and welcome to this webinar, Level Up Your Data Toolbox. I'm Jason, Community Manager here at Vizlib, and I am particularly excited about what we have in store for you today. So some of you may have used demo apps or templates before. Some may have heard of them, but not leveraged them. And some of you may be completely new to it, but looking to dive in. So as we go through, feel free to add your questions to the Q&A. We'll get to them throughout if we have time, otherwise we'll address them at the end. The webinar is being recorded, so if you miss anything, stay tuned for that email afterwards. We'll send everything through. And yeah, we're excited to sort of showcase everything for you today. And I think let's run through the quick agenda, and then I'll hand you over to the esteemed Mr. Luke. So yeah, as I mentioned, we'll run through downloading and installing demo apps. We'll go through exactly how you do these and how you use them as well. And then sort of the everything around the creation, the management, and the use of templates, because it is such a powerful tool to leverage, and then a nice sort of pièce de résistance right at the end. We'll introduce something where you can actually show us what you've built, show off your work, showcase it, and who knows, maybe we'll add it to our demo apps page, or we'll share it across LinkedIn and give it all that vibe check. So yeah, I think that's it from me. End of the hot air, Luke. That's you now.
Absolutely.
Mr. Product Manager, away you go.
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, there's not really anything else to go over other than that. So let's just get into it. So, as we know, let's start off with the demo app side of things. So, you can get demo apps in two different places. You can either get them via our lovely home website, so home.vizlib.com, and then you go to Demo Gallery, and then you go down. You can find whatever you'd like. You can search for a name, for example. So, not to brag, but we've just finished the data storytelling, so you could find anything around data story, if I could spell it correctly, T-O-R-Y. Have a search for that, and then yeah, you got everything data story related. You can also search, for example, by product, if you so chose to, and then you can go through, and then if you want to explore this app in more detail, click on explore, and then you can download the QVF. Now, you see here that you have to sign up with your email, or you have to provide an email for us to send you a link. So what you can do is, let me move this stuff out of the way. That's better. Yeah, what you can do is, instead of doing that, sign up to the portal, go to templates, demo apps, and then you have all your demo apps here, the exact same search functionality. You've got your industry and your products, which are related within the demo app. And the benefit here is that you don't have to put in your email each time that you want to download it. You can just press the button down here or on the right hand side there, download, and it'll start to download for you. I'm going to cancel that. So two ways of doing it. You can go through here, find anything that you want. There's a quick blurb. We have what industry this is related to, these particular demo apps. But let's say, for example, you want to download something with collaboration because you want to explore the write-back opportunity. So let's go to collaboration, and then we've got a series of collaboration apps here. There's a nice app here, getting started with write-back. So we'll go ahead and download that. As you can see here, the only apps in here, or the only products that are used are collaboration. You can learn more about it if you so choose, which takes you to the collaboration page. But for now, I'm just going to go down and go and download it. You may also like to explore the telehealth and some Christmas overview. Yeah, so that's where you'd find the demo apps. So let's go. I've downloaded it. Let's go and install it. So into your QMC, go to your apps. And then what we're going to do here is simply import it. I'm going to name this webinar, so I know where to find it. There we are. So I'm going to, that's a zip folder, so I actually need to unzip it. I made the same mistake when I was running through this. Dry run. Okay, let's go in there. There we are. Now let's add webinar. So we now have that. I'm going to, if I can, import it. And that is great. That has now been created. I've downloaded it, and it's going to be importing itself into my workspace. Okay, cool. So once it's done, perfect. Let's give this a refresh, and it should appear somewhere on the top. We can see it has appeared. Where have I got webinar? There we are. So what we have here is my demo app that I've just now imported, and it uses the collaboration bundle, the collaboration products. So collaboration, obviously it uses WriteBack. So what we're going to have to do here is, if you actually want to use WriteBack, if you actually want to go ahead and explore the wonders that WriteBack can do for you and your business, you will have to, so if you go into here, I can go ahead and start, once it's loads, I can go ahead and start writing back to my data set. But for you, you'd have to obviously set that up. So what you need to do is you need to go into your data manager. So where are we? So yeah, so to create, manage and use templates. Now, as a PM of the portal, as well as two of our other products, so collaboration and library, a lot of people have asked me about how to use the templates and what it means. So creating a template is very simple. Let's go into an app that will hopefully load this time. So if we go, okay, whilst that's happening, I'm going to open this in the background. Maybe we'll be a bit luckier, or maybe not. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into my one of my apps. So I'm going to go into the Actions app, because I quite like the look of this one. So what we're going to do here is that we are going to open up a page. So I'm going to go to, for example, I'm going to create just a new page. It doesn't have to be a new page, of course, but whatever, for the purpose of this webinar, it is worth it. I'm going to use a product that has templates, so that can be found on our website. A link will be in the email afterwards, but it's under Vizlib capabilities, so you can search it on the internet. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create a template for the button, because I know that has templates. So if I find the Vizlib button here, I'm going to drag it on the screen, and then I'm going to go ahead and either, if I want to, use a predefined template. So let's say I like the look of this one to begin with. I'm going to make it a bit more personalized. So I'm going to change the appearance, going to change the sizing. Let's go to the left-hand side. I'm going to change the color, maybe multicolor stuff. I think this wouldn't work too well. So let's increase the border width. Let's say, for example, this is something I really like and I want my business to use this. So you can go ahead and save your template, but you'll notice if for anyone who's using an offline product, so anyone who is like on enterprise or professional offline, you won't be able to save your template. So how do you go about creating a template then for example, the button? Well, what you need to do is you need to go to your portal. You need to log in as the account owner of the portal, or whoever has the license key associated with your product. So for example, my account, the account that we use here is just called the Vizlib upload account. So I'm going to go into library, I'm going to go to extensions, and then what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to download button. But I'm going to download button for the online version. For now, I'm just going to use this. And you'll see that it downloads. So what we have to do here, we have to go back to our QMC, /extensions. And what we're going to do here now is that we're going to replace the button with this online version. So again, button, so for anyone who's creating a template for any of our objects that, or visualizations that can use templates, you have to upload the online version. So let's go ahead and do that. We can now import the button. Great. So now that's done, we can see the button's been uploaded. What I'm going to now do is go back to that app, give it a refresh, and then you'll see when I go ahead and click on it, you'll see that it is now giving me the possibility to save that template. So now I'm going to do that. Save, take a snapshot of the current view or upload media. Sure, I'm going to take a snapshot of this, and then I'm going to take a title. So I'm just going to call it my webinar button. So once it's taken the snapshot, which is just image of the button. So nothing too amazing here. Obviously, you can upload your own media if you so chose to. But I'm now going to save that. You'll see, great, my template has now been successfully saved. You'll also see it under the My Templates section. But you'll see here there's something called Publish in Vizlib Limited, and that is the company, my Qlik company. So for example, it could be published in your company name. These Vizlib ones are ones that we have created ourselves, and these are available for all users. But you'll see, okay, cool. Like you may be the admin of Qlik of the Vizlib or Qlik instance. You may be like, right, okay, how do I get? I've just made this amazing button, and I want every other button that our users create to look exactly like that, or at least for them to have the option to look like that, so that you want it to appear here. So what we do now, and of course you don't want them to be an online user. So this is mainly specific for offline usage now. If you're an online user, you can essentially, you're pretty good from this stage. There's one extra step for people who are offline users. But you'll see, I'm in my area here, my admin account, you suppose you could call it, and I may have to give it a refresh. And I'm going to search for webinar. So you'll see my webinar button has now appeared here. You can say who created it, what product it's actually for, and when it was last updated. You'll see that you have some options here. So publish template, if we were to do that. And if we go back to give it a refresh once again, you'll see that now because we have published this template, this is published for the business. So if we go into the button, templates, view templates, you'll see that my button is now appearing here, which is great. Once again, still the online product. I'll tell anyone who's offline of how they can do that in a second. If you need button to be the default, so I want this to always be my default looking button. Well, that's done very simply by clicking these three buttons, the three dots once again, then you go to set as default. Are you sure? Yes, I am. And now what you'll see is that once again, if we give this a refresh, if I now go onto a button, drag the button on, you'll see that it updates with the style and options that I've already provided by template. So this is great. This gets unification amongst your apps and especially the extensions. Really, really simply done. Something which is quite beneficial for especially large organizations which may have color styling and color branding or unification amongst certain interactions and things like that. Okay, cool. Now that we've done that for the online bit, how do we make sure that for offline users it's saved? So you have the option of getting the template here. So that is done once again in the portal. So we're back in the portal now. Once again, in the admin account, we're going to go to account management. Then we're going to go to settings, and then we'll see this will always be turned off. You have to turn this button on. So inject in offline extensions. And what this does is that it simply, well, as the name says, it's going to inject the template into the code of the product that you download. So once again, let's go back to library. Going to go to extensions, and I'm going to go and find button. But this time I'm going to download the offline. So cool, we've done that. Let's go back here. I'm now going to delete my online button. I'm going to insert my offline button. Once that has imported, the file size will naturally be a little bit bigger because you have now injected, so in my case, I've injected 3 templates into here. But nonetheless, now that has been updated, if we give this a refresh, yeah, let me close that. If you give this a refresh, you'll see now, once it's loaded, I've got my button here. Again, both with the same styling. You can see that we have the warning saying that this is only for online to save template. It's only for online. And you'll see here, published in Vizlib, and this is where it appears. And you'll see that we have a nice blue icon. And this is set as company default. You can only ever have one company default per product, but you may have many company default for different extensions. So again, to prove that it is button, prove that it's all been transferred correctly. We are using the offline product, and it's just updated my template or my button with the template that I've pre-designed for it. So let's hope. There we are. And let's go back to collaboration. So if there's any questions around this, obviously we'll try and answer them. I appreciate you've actually probably gone a little bit over time because of the hiccup with the uploading the app, but you'll see here that now we've got a README section. So these sections may vary depending on how complicated the app is, but essentially what you're looking for is this write back destination. And what we have to do here is that you want to replace this. You want to replace this bit here. So we've got Vizlib write back demo data. What you want to do is you'll want to find a new place in your data connections for this QVF to update. So in our case, we already have this folder, but you may need to create a new connection. And and that's done through the setting of the data connection. For a lot of the Qlik users, this would be more advanced than me. This would be a fairly simple step, setting up a new data connection. So where are you writing back to? And that is what you have to do. You will have to find. So if we copy this, if we go into find, if you go into the search bar, you'll see where this is referenced. So it could be referenced, for example, in several different areas. You just have to make sure that what you're referencing here, so this Vizlib write back demo data, is changed with the folder name of where your write back destination is, and then you'll be able to use the app as you may please. Are there any questions, Jason? I know we ran over, unfortunately, because of the bit of a hiccup with uploading.
Yeah, we're still going strong.
Okay,
great. Good questions here. First off, actually was a suggestion around the potential conflicts between a VPN and Zoom. So that's something we can investigate. So thank you for that suggestion. But actual questions, starting off, the difference between demo app and templates, and how would you recommend using either or one or the other?
Okay, sure. So for demo apps and templates, difference is that the demo app is containing the data of, so for example, this is the demo app that I downloaded and I've now uploaded. So this contains all the different extensions. Potentially there may be all of the extensions used, or just a few of them, or in this case, just one. One product used in this one. So downloading the demo app for that purpose. So we've got skills and management training here. If you want a more specific demo app, so let's say, for example, under the library bundle, you just want to see what's happening with the story timeline or the Xmas or pivot table, you can download a specific demo app from the extension demo apps page or the modal. Click that, download, and it's the exact same upload experience. So you're going to import your, not an extension, you're importing a new app. So yeah, that's what the demo app is, and a template, as I've hopefully now demonstrated, a template is a predefined set of rules, if you want to say, a predefined set of, it's a predefined set of settings in your property panel defining how a product should look.
Great stuff, thank you. The questions are coming through thick and fast, so we'll get to the next one. How can I use the write back table with Qlik Cloud?
This is where I need our collaboration expert. So in Cloud, it should be a similar process, I imagine. Perhaps that could be a really good follow-up question that we can ask our write back expert.
We can include that in the follow-up.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. I think may have done a webinar or video on it. Don't hold me to that.
We'll find something.
Yeah, we'll find something.
Cool. Next question then, quickly, because we do want to show off the last final bit before we go. Can anyone make a template, or do you have to have a specific license or level of license or extension? Or
so anyone can make a template. Joe Blogs down the road, if they have access to your Qlik ecosystem, and especially sheets that contain or the ability to add products, yes, they can go ahead. Again, in the templates bit, save template, and then if you remember, it will appear for the account admin. So again, Vizlib upload account, that's what we've called it. If you go to your templates, you'll see users, personal templates, and company templates. So under here, I can see the users who've created templates, personal templates. We don't have any templates. We have quite a few. Yeah, so you get an overview of what has been created and who has created it.
Amazing. Thank you. Should we show off the really good bit now? The interactive, the community.
Oh yeah.
The showcase.
Yeah, of course. So with Jason now in charge, maybe Jason, you'd want to.
Yeah. We thought it was all good us talking about demo apps and templates and showing off the ones we've created. But what we really wanted to do is get everyone involved. So we have gone ahead and created a templates and demo apps area within the community, which I will link shortly, or I can ask Luke to link whilst I'm talking. And basically, this is the one-stop shop for you to show off your work. Get in that workbook, get in that super creative dashboard, or even that template that you've created. Get it in here. And we have a unique panel that will sort of go through it. We'll also have sort of community voting on it as well. And then the best ones we will share across our social media platforms and maybe even integrate into our own demo apps page so that your work could be replicated and used to benefit everyone else in your workspace. So it's something that we're really, really happy with. And we're looking forward to seeing all of the great work that people have, because we see a lot of great work day to day, but we really wanted to create a place where everyone can sort of share that, so we're really excited for this. So yeah, don't be scared, get posting. We'll have a few of our own internal posts over the next few days, and we look forward to seeing what everyone could do and what everyone gets done. So very excited about that.
Yeah, super exciting. I think we've been talks for a while now that we want to get our demo apps page and templates definitely more community driven. We know there's some extremely talented people using our products and using Qlik. I mean, I want to say I'm okay at it, but I know in comparison to probably the people who are watching this webinar, I'm probably quite terrible.
I'll remain quiet there.
Yeah. So yeah, we're really excited about this.
Awesome, great stuff. Well, thank you everyone. Another great webinar. We will see you on the next one, which will be in a couple of weeks, and we'll include everything we've shown today in the follow-up, any links, any documentation, any videos that we may have discussed that can help you out along this path. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you in the next one. If you have any questions, feel free. You can find us on LinkedIn. You can post questions on the community, or respond to the follow-up email. And yeah, as I said, thank you very much, Luke. Awesome webinar, and we will see you in the next one.
Thank you.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.